Welcome back, everybody, to AI ToolBox, ready for another deep dive. Today, we're spotlighting VoiceCraft.
Yeah, VoiceCraft. It's pretty amazing stuff.
It really is. I mean, we've seen AI do some incredible things with audio and, content creation lately, but this is something else.
Yeah, this is different. It's really a game changer.
So what is it? What is VoiceCraft? What does it do?
VoiceCraft. Well, it's basically a voice cloner and text-to-speech engine.
Okay.
But the thing is, it takes both of those things to like a whole new level.
Like how so?
Well, first of all, it's incredibly easy to use.
Okay.
You know, like those old text-to-speech engines where you needed like hours of recordings to train them?
Yeah, and they sounded super robotic.
Totally. This is different. You just give it a short audio sample.
Really? Any voice?
Any voice. Could be your voice. It could be my voice. It could be, Morgan Freeman's voice.
Oh, wow. And so then you just type in whatever text you want spoken, and it generates the speech in that cloned voice.
Exactly.
That's wild. And it sounds natural.
That's the amazing part. Yeah, it sounds incredibly natural.
Hmm.
Like all the inflections and pauses and even emotional tones that you'd expect from a real person.
Our sources are saying that it supports multiple languages and accents, too.
That's right. Yeah, it's not limited to just one language or accent, which opens up all sorts of possibilities.
Like what?
Well, think about it. An actor could voice their own character in any language. Imagine that.
That would be incredible. And I bet studios would love that.
Exactly. Or think about educational materials, narrated in a voice that's engaging and easy for students to understand regardless of their native language.
That's a great point. And I bet it could really help students with learning disabilities who maybe struggle with reading.
Exactly. I mean, the potential applications are just mind-blowing.
I read that it launched today, January 16th, 2025.
That's right, just today.
And that it was created by a company called Audionautics.
Yeah, they have a great reputation for audio tech innovation.
So why is everyone so excited about VoiceCraft? What makes it such a big deal?
Well, it has the potential to really change how we create and experience audio. I mean, think about entertainment, for example.
Like how?
Well, imagine watching a foreign film and the dubbing sounds completely natural.
Yeah.
Like the actors' voices are perfectly matched to their performances.
It could revolutionize the whole dubbing industry.
Right, and it goes beyond film.
Right.
Think about video games, audiobooks, even virtual assistants.
Oh, yeah. With voices that sound just like real people.
That's right. And then there's the field of education.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, how would this change things for students?
Oh, imagine personalized learning experiences, where students can have textbooks or articles read aloud in a voice that, really connects with them.
Okay, so we've got entertainment, we've got education. What about marketing?
Oh, marketing. The possibilities there are endless, personalized voice messages tailored to each customer.
Can you imagine hearing your favorite celebrity endorsing your local bakery?
Yeah, that would be something.
The marketing potential is huge. But with any new technology, there are always potential downsides.
Yeah, for sure. We can't just ignore the ethical concerns.
Yeah, like what?
Well, one of the biggest concerns is the potential for misuse. Like deep fakes.
Yeah, where someone's voice could be used without their consent.
Exactly. It could be used to spread misinformation or even create harmful content.
And how do we protect ourselves from that?
That's the challenge, isn't it? We need to find a balance between fostering innovation and ensuring responsible use.
So how do we do that? I mean, it's a tough question, right?
There are no easy answers, but it's a conversation we need to be having as a society.
And we also need to think about the impact this could have on certain professions like voice actors.
Absolutely. That's a valid concern. Could AI eventually replace human voice actors altogether?
But maybe it's more likely that AI will augment their capabilities rather than replace them completely.
That's a good point. I mean, voice actors bring so much more to the table than just their voices.
Right. They bring emotion interpretation and a deep understanding of character.
Exactly. And maybe AI tools like VoiceCraft could actually help them focus on those aspects of their work.
So how does VoiceCraft compare to other voice synthesis tools out there?
Well, there are other players in this space like Descript and Well-Said Labs.
But what makes VoiceCraft different?
It seems to hit that sweet spot of being easy to use, producing natural-sounding output, and being able to create realistic voice clones from just a short audio sample.
And what's the online buzz been like?
It's been trending all day.
Oh.
The hashtag VoiceCraftAI is everywhere.
What are people saying about it?
People are sharing their experiments, creating funny voiceovers, and exploring all sorts of creative applications.
It seems like we're at the beginning of something really big here.
Yeah, it feels like a whole new era in audio content creation is starting.
It's important to remember, though, that with all this excitement, we need to be mindful of the ethical implications and use this technology responsibly.
Absolutely. We need to be aware of the potential for misuse and work together to make sure it's used for good.
So let's move on now to explore some of the more nuanced implications of VoiceCraft and how it might change the future of audio.
It really makes you think about how this could change things. Like, you know how we tell what's real and what's not.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference between human voices and AI-generated ones.
Right. As this tech gets, even better, it's going to be tough. Like, how will we know if a voicemail is actually from a loved one or if it's a deep fake?
Oh, wow. That's kind of scary. It makes you realize we all need to be way more careful about what we believe online.
For sure. We need to be, really critical thinkers and think about where information is coming from.
Like, we almost need a whole new set of skills to navigate this new world.
Totally. And not just for us as individuals, but for like everyone, businesses, governments, news organizations.
You know what this makes me think about? Voice actors. Like, what's going to happen to them?
It's a big question, right? I mean, could AI eventually replace them entirely?
That's the worry.
Hmm.
But maybe AI could actually, help them instead of replacing them.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, voice actors do a lot more than just, read lines.
Right. They bring emotion and personality and really understand the characters.
Exactly. And maybe VoiceCraft could actually free them up to focus more on that creative side of things.
Think about it. They could record in their native language and then use VoiceCraft to generate versions in other languages.
That's right. And it would keep their unique style and performance.
It would be amazing for reaching a global audience.
And think about how much easier and cheaper it would make dubbing for films.
Yeah, that's a huge potential benefit. And it's not just for voice actors either. Podcasters, audiobook narrators, even teachers could use this.
It could really change the game for a lot of people. So if you're listening and thinking, okay, this is cool, but how can I actually use it?
Yeah, let's get practical.
Audionautics has tutorials on their website for beginners and for pros.
So no matter your skill level, you can jump in and experiment.
Exactly. Try it out and see what you can create. You might be surprised.
We're really excited to see what our listeners come up with. Maybe some of you will become the next generation of audio creators pushing the boundaries with this tech.
That would be awesome. We want to hear your thoughts. What excites you about VoiceCraft? What worries you?
Let us know in the comments. Share your experiments, your creations, your insights.
And for even more AI insights every day, be sure to follow at AI for the People.
We're always on the lookout for the coolest new AI tools, and we're excited to share them with you. Speaking of online buzz, have you seen what SoundTech is saying about VoiceCraft?
Oh, yeah. They're calling it the next big thing in audio content. I think they might be right.
Yeah, I saw that. People are already doing some pretty amazing stuff with it.
I know. It's really cool to see all the creative ways people are using it. It's inspiring.
I saw this one video where someone made a parody of a movie trailer using celebrity voice clones. It was hilarious.
Oh, yeah. It's great for humor and stuff, but people are also using it for education and to make things more accessible.
It's amazing to see how quickly people are finding ways to use it and make it their own.
It really shows you the power of these kinds of tools when they're easy to use and can do so many different things.
So for anyone listening who might be thinking, okay, this all sounds interesting, but how could I actually use it?
Right. Let's bring it back down to earth a bit. How could VoiceCraft fit into your life or your work?
Maybe you're a small business owner who wants to create some audio content for your website or social media.
Or maybe you're a teacher who wants to make their lessons more engaging or accessible for students.
Or, hey, maybe you're a musician who wants to play around with different vocal styles. The possibilities are really endless.
Yeah, with VoiceCraft, anyone can explore the world of audio in a whole new way.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into VoiceCraft, I think the biggest takeaway for me is that we're at a really interesting point in the evolution of audio tech.
Definitely. With these new AI tools, the line between what's human and what's artificial is getting blurrier and blurrier.
And that raises some big questions about authenticity, responsibility,
Yeah.
and what it means to be creative.
It's something we need to keep talking about as this technology becomes more powerful and more integrated into our lives.
So we want to leave you with this thought. Could use VoiceCraft to create something amazing?
Or do the ethical concerns outweigh the potential benefits?
It's something to think about, to talk about, and to explore.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Share your experiments, your creations, your insights with us in the comments.
And for even more AI news and discussions, join us over at AI for the People online. We're always sharing the latest developments and exploring the future of AI.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into VoiceCraft, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode.
We'll be back tomorrow with another exciting AI tool that's changing the game. Until then, stay curious and keep innovating.